Here we have for sale our 2020 on a 69 plate Mini Clubman. This is the John Cooper Works All4. So the All4 John Cooper Works comes with 306 brake horsepower, and the All4 meaning it is four-wheel drive, and it is also mated to a lovely automatic gearbox. What we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Clubman John Cooper Works of this age, and we'll also talk you through the condition, spec and ownership of this particular example, seeing as it is currently available for sale at the time of recording. So let me just tell you a little bit about the John Cooper Works. So say 306 horsepower, gives you a 0 to 60 figure of 4.9 seconds, but also, when you want to be economical, a combined miles per gallon of 37 miles per gallon. So really does offer lots of practicality, lots of fun, and I think a fantastic design as well. 4-cylinder petrol engine, of course. This vehicle is finished in the fantastic colour of white silver, which I just think is absolutely stunning, especially when you combine that with the chili red roof and the wing mirrors, which is only available on the John Cooper Works models, and I just think that contrasts so well, especially as I say, not only with those bits but also the decals and styling of this particular vehicle. This one is spec'd with the 19-inch gloss black and diamond cut alloy wheels, all in perfect order because they've all just been refurbished. And as we go around this, I'll just show you some of the lovely details that you get on this car. So lovely 306 horsepower badge there, and that is surrounded by the side indicator repeaters. You've got All4 there on the bottom of the driver's door, this lovely chili red strip sticker just going underneath with the stripes, and those stripes are continued into the door pillars and then around the back of the vehicle here on the rear barn doors as well. Looking at the rear doors, so we've got lovely rear, the iconic rear barn doors of the Mini Clubman, very practical. You can open and close these on the remote key, which is very, very nice indeed, but otherwise you can just push the little button just there on both doors and they will open for you like so. I just think that's so neat. Looking at the condition here in the back, in very good order in the boot of this vehicle. We do have some LED load lights, a 12-volt socket here on the side, and of course the parcel shelf as well. The Mini rubber mat, and underneath that you've got some extra storage, your loading net, and also your tyre repair kit is under there. In terms of condition of the rear of the vehicle, all very good, I would say. There's a couple of very minor touch-ins here on the very edge of that bumper. I say that is minor. And there's a small sort of burn mark here to the paint on the very, very top just there. But again, that is being quite critical, not noticeable at all. If we shut the two rear barn doors, in terms of spec here at the rear, again we've got this lovely striped sticker along the side with the 306 horsepower on the end there. John Cooper Works, lovely Clubman name there, and also the Mini black badge as well. Beautiful twin exhausts, which just sound absolutely fantastic, especially when you put it into sport mode. Rear parking sensors, and also a reversing camera under there as well. But I just think this white silver really shows off the contours of the vehicle very, very nicely. Of course, this again very iconic on these Minis now, this sort of half British flag rear light. And then looking down the passenger side of the vehicle, and again just looking for any sort of marks or dents or scratches, anything like that, but it's all looking in really, really good order. As I say, the 19-inch alloys are all absolutely perfect throughout. If we open up one of the rear doors here, we can start to have a look at some of the condition in the back here. One thing you'll notice on this vehicle is still got the protective film on the kick plates. We've left those there for the satisfying moment that the next owner can peel those off. Inside we've got the half leather and half suede or Alcantara seats, which I think are very, very sporty, look very nice indeed. Isofix compatibility in the rear here. As I say, all in all, looking in really good order. The odd sort of tiny mark here or there to the plastics, but as I say, all in all, considering sort of age and mileage, all very consistent. A couple of sort of small marks here to the rear plastic of the seats, but lovely design to these seats. And we've also got a couple of USB points back there, and you can just see some lighting there underneath the front seats as well. But I say, in terms of condition, all in really nice order here in the back. Going around to the front, you can see the button here on the gloss black door handle. That tells us that we have got keyless entry and keyless locking as well. Looking at the condition here of the passenger door card, no issue there. Again, we've still got that protective film there on the passenger kick plate there. And then looking at the passenger seat, all in really, really good condition. You can of course turn the passenger airbag off here if you wanted to, and this one is also spec'd with a piano black interior. I really like this as well, this design. It's almost like a carbon weave type pattern, but I just think it's very nice. We'll look at all the spec when we go around to the driver's side now, because there's lots to talk about over there. Moving then around to the front of the vehicle, you can see that we have got parking sensors here to the front of the car. This one has got these lovely LED daytime running lights, sort of a halo light around the outside, and lovely bright headlights as well. Some small sort of paint chipping here to the John Cooper Works badge, but again, just a minor thing really. And we've got this lovely lower splitter as well. I just think the design on this car is absolutely beautiful. Stripes going up the bonnet, and again, that just continues this whole design language with the black Mini badge as well. And just, again, I don't want to repeat myself, but I just think the overall contrast between the white, silver and the red is just absolutely spot on. And then looking down the driver's side here, and again just looking for any marks or dents, but it's totally free from that. It's all looking very nice indeed. If we open up the driver's door, then we can start to have a look inside here, and this is where the spec really comes alive. We've got the electric windows, electric folding mirrors. We've got auto-activated lights, auto-activated wipers, lovely leather multifunctioning steering wheel with this beautiful red stitch inside, John Cooper Works badge at the bottom, cruise control on the left-hand side, and all your sort of heads-up display controls here on the right. This one I believe is spec'd with the Navigation Plus pack, which gives you the heads-up display and a few other features as well. As I mentioned, auto-activated wipers. Looking here at the driver's seat, again, you've got this nice half leather bolster just there, and as I say, that nice Alcantara insert there. Some very, very light wear just to the bolster, again, all in line with the age and mileage of the vehicle, and plenty of adjustability to the driver's seat. If we jump in, we can start to have a look at the spec inside here. 43,523 miles, and that lovely exhaust now. As you can see, the fuel gauge is on the right hand side here, and that heads-up display which I was talking about, you can see there at the moment you've got the speed in there, but you can control different things like your music as well. So very, very nice indeed. Looking then into the middle here, we can see that we've got the rear camera display there, with also parking sensor display as well. I have got my phone connected to this currently, so if we go back to the home page here, Apple CarPlay, you can see that we've got Apple CarPlay all built in as standard, so very, very nice indeed. You have got inbuilt satellite navigation as well, so we go into here, you can see that you've got the full screen map on there, so you've got satellite navigation, Bluetooth phone prep, and of course DAB radio, so plenty of customization that can be done with this screen. There's also this very nice active, I believe they call this the active display, in the middle here, so this can really change depending on what you're doing. When you change the temperature inside the vehicle, all that will change accordingly. So I'm going to say lots and lots of things that you can change on there. Talking of that, you've got climate control in here, of course air conditioning, heated seats. You can of course change between the sport, the green and the mid mode. Lovely start stop button, which I just think is so stylish. USB port under here, lovely checkered pattern there in the storage compartment. 2 cup holders, this lovely gear stick here, which as I say, I think is again just this lovely design. A lot of this screen is controlled by this very kind of similar to an iDrive system in the middle, which is a no surprise of course with the links between Mini and BMW. In the center armrest then we have got the phone holder there, which does have wireless charging. So you've got the little blue light here to show that the phone is charging, and then you've got wireless Apple CarPlay as well, and then underneath that a further storage bin as well. But very, very nice indeed, it must be said. As I say, just in terms of condition inside here, pretty difficult to fault, and these overhead switches as well for your lights just makes you feel like you're in some sort of plane, it must be said. Lovely panels here behind the steering wheel, and just one thing which, as I say, really struck me when I drove this vehicle is that it just gives you instant confidence of driving. I say 306 horsepower, that lovely planted four-wheel drive system. I say just the moment you start driving it, it just gives you confidence that this is a vehicle that is going to look after you indeed. This vehicle is one owner from new, and it has previously been serviced. I believe that was in November 2021, so you do have, of course, the balance of the manufacturer's warranty left on this vehicle until February 23, seen as it was registered in February 2020. But an absolutely stunning vehicle that can be driven away from here today in a beautiful specification. If you'd like to see the full advert for this vehicle, including the price, please head over to our website there, bridgenvans.co.uk, where you'll see, of course, the full photography as well. We'd welcome inquiries on either of the numbers listed here at the bottom of the sign. We can arrange finance on all of our vehicles, starting as low as 7.9% APR, and of course on a vehicle like this, there's many finance options available to you. We can, of course, accept cars or vans in part exchange and deliver our vehicles nationwide. Thank you very much for watching.